Welcome to Superfood Lentil Curry in not 5 minutes, not 6 minutes, not 7 minutes, but 10 minutes! Super easy, quick, packed with beans. When they look at some of the longest living populations in the world, they found one of their most popular foods was beans. This is really easy to make. It'll take 10 minutes and it's packed full of flavor. Right, pop a wide bottom pan on a high heat and let's get this party started. Okay, a little bit of oil, tiny little bit of oil. If you want to, I'm going to go in with spray oil just to minimize calories. So I'm going in with a couple of sprays of oil. So the stock of our curry, we're going to go with onion, garlic, ginger, and chili. And if we want this to cook in 10 minutes, we're going to use what we call on this island a scallion, but what's also known as a green onion or a spring onion. Stephen, could I call it a scallywag? Or is it officially just called a scallion? You could call it whatever. It's part of the allium family, and you could use an onion, but we want to make this ready in 10 minutes. And a green or salad onion like this is no problem eating, where it's you know, it's cooked but it's not caramelized. Yeah, it's also known as, we call it a scallion. It's also known as a green onion or a I think it's salad onion. Salad onion in North America, no? Yeah, but they're fast cooking and they can be eaten raw. So that's the benefit of using these rather than a raw onion. Obviously, you can use a raw onion instead. So talk to me about our foundation flavors here, then. Okay, foundation flavors are a base ingredients. So we've got onion, as in the salad onions. We've got garlic. We're using 1 clove or 2 cloves if you prefer that. We're using a thumb-sized piece of ginger and a little bit of red chili. And these are going to be foundation flavors. We're going to chop and get them into the pan as quick as we can, because these are going to infuse this whole dish and be the foundation of the flavor profile within this dish. So we've got half a thumb-sized piece of ginger. I'm leaving the skin on because this is organic and we want to, you know, use as much of the nutrients. And like ginger, we live in Ireland, and I know this year in the farm we're going to have a punt at growing ginger, because I believe you can grow it. Right, yeah, that's beautiful. And we did manage to grow, we did grow garlic and we did grow chilies last year, and onions obviously, but ginger's one we're going to have a punt at this year. Okay, so we've got onions, we've got some ginger gone into the pan. There's a big chunk there. Let's use half a chili, or we're going to use a full chili. What do you reckon? Half a red chili. Okay. You know, obviously incorporate loads if you want it spicy. The heat of chili is from the seeds of the white membrane inside. We're going to chop this, you know, reasonably fine. So if I don't like it spicy, I could still use the chili, the red chili, for the colour, the fleck of red, and just take out the seeds and the white membrane. Or if I'm making it for kids who are a little bit sensitive to chili, just, you know, leave it out. Last I've gone in with is the garlic, because garlic tends to burn quickest, and when garlic burns it goes bitter. So I'm just, as Dave fries down the onion, ginger and chili, I'm just finely dicing 2 cloves of garlic. If you're not very good with a knife, just use a garlic. Stevie, are we cooking this at a high heat or a low heat or medium heat? Yeah, so we want this all ready in 10 minutes, just to show that, you know, healthy food can be quick, easy, and really tasty. So we are cooking this in a high heat. Yeah, great one. Okay, so we've got 2 tins of beans. Whatever beans are your favorite beans of choice. As we said, beans are one of the absolute superfoods. They really are. They make up approximately 50% of the longest living population's calories. We've got 1 tin of chickpeas. Obviously, if you prefer butter beans, use them instead. And we've got 1 tin of lentils. But use, as we said, use whatever beans you have and whatever your preference is. Generous pinch of salt there. In terms of seasoning, we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of just medium curry powder. Okay, so very simple and easy. You could put all sorts of aromatics. You could go fancy cinnamon, cumin, fenugreek. You could go fennel seed, cumin seed, whatever way you want. We want to pare this back and keep it simple. And notice it goes nice, lovely yellow colour. It'll give the traditional colour, the kind of curry colour, the turmeric within the curry powder will. Okay, in terms of sauce, where we want to make this easy and keep the show moving, we've got 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. So that's a 400 gram tin. And in terms of the beans, we've got 500 gram total of mixed beans. So I'm going to go in with some coconut milk. If I want to make lower in fat, use lower fat coconut milk or replace that with water. We've gone with about 300 ml of coconut milk. Okay, so that's the sauce. Wow, beautiful. This really is quick and easy. There's 5 base flavors: salt, sweet, bitter, acidic, and umami. So we put some salt in already. For umami, I'm going to go with a little bit of tamari or soy sauce, so just 2 tablespoons. In terms of acid, I'm going to go with juice of 1 lime. The lime's going to help cut through the creaminess of that coconut milk, and that's going to add an acidic pop. Sweetness is coming from the coconut milk. We're going to pop in a couple of cherry tomatoes just for a pop of colour, so I'm going to literally just half my cherry tomatoes. And for plant diversity, one of the keys to having a strong microbiome, where most of your immune system lives, is to have a diverse diet, meaning have as much variety as possible. So this really is, that's the bulk of the work done now, and we're probably 3 to 4 minutes into the recipe, so it really is a quick, easy dinner. and one that I consistently come back to time and time again. We're going to finish this with a little bit of finely diced coriander, also known as cilantro. And we're going to finish with a little bit of pickled onion and a drizzle of coconut milk, just to show how beautiful it looks. Fantastic, doesn't it? It looks really rich. And obviously, the creaminess is coming from the coconut milk, which is going to add a fair amount of calories too. And as Stephen said, if you didn't want to, if you were kind of conscious of having something that's lower in calories, you could just use 2 tins of chopped tomatoes instead. They were 400-gram tins. Or you could replace the coconut milk with veg stock. That would work great too. So see, it's beautiful and velvety and delicious. Or you could just use low-fat coconut milk. So one of the keys to good cooking is to season as you go. So when I taste this, I want to just check there's a balance. There's enough salt as the base flavor, black pepper, acid, sweet. Very tasty. Jeez, I'm going to double dip because we're just going to have this to be a little bit more for dinner. A tiny bit more salt. That is fantastic. In terms of just finishing it, we'll just put a little bit of pickled red onion just to make it look pretty. And I'll just put a drizzle of some coconut yogurt or milk. Look, doesn't it really present fantastic? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't a 10 minutes, it was actually a 7-minute superfood lentil curry, packed full of fibre, packed full of legumes, packed full of plant diversity, and so flavorful and tasty. Like, check it out, that is so good. You wouldn't get a better curry from the takeaway. So thank you for watching. We're Dave and Steve from The Happy Pear. We're all about helping you to eat more veg, better for you, better for the planet. If you want to learn more about our recipe club, there's a link down below. It literally costs you the price of a cup of coffee, $3.99 a month. You get more than 1,000 recipes and a great community to support you to eat healthier and live a healthier, happier life. Thanks a mil. Bye.